Good evening, welcome to Cardiff City TV.
What a finish, what a ball! Dangerous cross and escape, headed back, good save from offside.
Good evening, welcome to Cardiff City TV. Welcome to Matchday Live as Cardiff, with 5 games to go in this championship season, visit Vicarage Road here, home of Watford Football Club. It's a beautiful spring evening. Last time we had pre-match weather this good was a Rotherham away, and we all remember what happened that afternoon. Conditions look good though this evening, which should be okay to complete 90 minutes. And a difficult task as ever again for Cardiff City, following up that difficult trip away at Sheffield United on the weekend. Points needed for the Bluebirds, who find themselves of course outside of the bottom 3 now on goal difference alone, sandwiched by Reading and Queen's Park Rangers, both of whom play this evening. Reading at home to Luton, Queen's Park Rangers playing Norwich. Don't want to be relying on results elsewhere, certainly, so Cardiff really need to pick up something this evening here, this afternoon. And Sabri Lamouchi has made changes to that team from the weekend in order to search for those points as well. There are changes predominantly in the wing-back areas. Callum O'Dowda comes into the starting 11 to play on the left-hand side of the defensive line. Marlon Romeo comes in on the right-hand side of the back 5. Joe Rawls, the skipper, moves into a central midfield position where he's joined by Ryan Wintle and Andy Rinomhota, and the strike pairing for this evening is Keon Atete up top alongside Sori Kaba. The back 4 are your 3 centre halves as usual: Perry and G, Mark McGuinness and Cedric Kipre, with Ryan Alsop in goals. There is a place on the bench for returning Tom Sang, who hasn't been involved in the Matchday 18 for a little while, and also young Isaac Davis and Mark Harris in attack, and also Connor Wickham, who came perilously close, of course, to equalising for the Bluebirds with that shot that hit the crossbar just before Sheffield United took the game out of reach for the Bluebirds. For Cardiff, actually protecting a pretty decent record here at Vicarage Road. We've won just 1 of our last 5 against the Hornets in total. We've actually lost just 1 of our last 5 here at Vicarage Road, and 1 on our last visit. You might remember a bit of a smash and grab, a 1-0 win for the Bluebirds. Kiefer Moore on the score sheet. Quickly run you through the Watford team then. Managed now, of course, by Chris Wilder. They made that change a few weeks ago. Results haven't been great, it's fair to say. They've won just 1 of their last 5 games, that being the last game out with that 2-0 win over Bristol City, and won just 2 of their last 9 in totality. But equally, they've also lost just 1 of their last 6 at home. That loss being that quite bizarre 3-2 defeat to Neil Warnock's Huddersfield Town a couple of weeks ago, which was really dug Cardiff in this deeper predicament in terms of the relegation fight. The Watford team then for this evening: it's Daniel Bachmann, Austrian goalkeeper, between the nets. 18-year-old Ryan Andrews starts his 3rd game in succession at right back. It's a defensive pairing of Ryan Porteous and Wesley Hoot together at centre back, with Hassan Kamara at left back. The central midfield 3 are Hamza Chowdhury, Imran Louza and Ishmael Kone. Leandro Bacuna, former Bluebird, drops to the bench. And the front 3 is Ismail Assar playing off the right hand side. He's got 9 goals in 35 games this season for the Hornets. João Pedro, wearing the captain's armband, playing off the left hand side as well. He's got 11 goals this season, the Brazilian. And it's Aston Villa loanee Keenan Davis playing through the middle. He's got 6, and he scored 5 in a very similar situation last season when he went on loan to Nottingham Forest at the end of the campaign and helped them over the line. Now, as I've said, Watford, things haven't really been going their way at all this season, but with 4 games to go, still plenty to play for. They find themselves 12th in the championship table coming into this evening. However, still only 4 points off the top 6 as they look to claw back some ground on the promotion places. Plenty to play for then for both clubs, more so Cardiff City. 5 games to go, all to play for. It's the penultimate, penultimate away game of the season, and then I remembered, of course, we've got to go to Rotherham next Thursday night. So Watford away this evening, Stoke at home on Saturday, Rotherham away again next Thursday. That home game with Huddersfield Town before finishing with Burnley away. We need to record more points than Reading. That's the crux of the mathematical map, and we'll find out exactly what we need to do after this 90 minutes at Vicarage Road. Before kick-off, we caught up with Sol Bamba, who had this to say.
Another game, only a couple of days to rest and recover. Having these short turnarounds between games, how have the lads prepared?
Yeah, we do the best we can. Like you said, it's a short turnaround. It's no excuse, you know. It's the same for every team. Obviously, we got one more game because of the Rotherham game. We got to play again, but the players are on board. We've done everything we can for them to recover. Give them the game plan. Hopefully, we'll have a good result today.
Good performance at Sheffield, particularly in that first half. You must have told the boys that you want to see similar again today here in Watford.
Yeah, absolutely. Performance-wise, it was very good. Like you said, in particular in the first half, was very, very good. I think we could have even scored another 1 or 2 before the second half. So we take that as encouraging, but unfortunately, we did well. We didn't get points. So you know, we want to turn performances to points, and that's the plan, and that's hopefully we can do that tonight.
Watford also looking for points, still in chasing the playoffs. What have you told the lads to expect from them tonight?
Let's be honest. For us, in our opinion, the staff they're the best team. They're the best team in the league. You know, in terms of numbers and squads. But they don't always play as a team. You know, we can see the results. Sometimes it's up and down for them. So we feel like we got an opportunity if you stick to the game plan. If we stick to play together, hopefully we will have a good result. But the lads are confident. You know, especially after the performances we did in Sheffield. So we're looking forward to the game. And
you mentioned points, the importance of getting points now. Doesn't really matter how they come, just getting those points on the board, that's key.
Exactly, and I think unfortunately since we've been here, we didn't manage too many draws. I think we either lose or win. So, you know, at time when you can't win, you make sure you don't lose. So, you know, points are very vital at this stage of the season. So if we can't win, we have to make sure we don't lose. But we always play to try to win games, and hopefully we can get 3 or 1 points today.
And also vital is that away support from the Cardiff City fans, 700 of them.
Listen, on a midweek game, you know, it's far. Let's be honest, from Cardiff as well. Week in, week out, they're doing it. You know, I can't give them enough credit. Listen, everybody know how much I love them and the relationship I've got with them. You know, they were very good in my times, they're even better now. And you know, we don't take it for granted. So we thank them a lot, and we want to put performances for them.
So, best of luck.
Thank you. Top man.
Good evening, welcome to Cardiff City TV.
What a finish, what a goal!
Dangerous pass on the skate, they headed back. Good save from Olsen.
Good evening, welcome to Cardiff City TV. Welcome to Matchday. Good evening, welcome to Cardiff City TV, welcome to Vicarage Road, home of Watford Football Club, for Cardiff's 5th from last game in the Championship, and let's hope we mean for this season and not for a little while, because still plenty of work to be done for Cardiff City to avoid relegation to League One, and it starts this evening here with the sun setting just away behind the 650 or so, and we tip your hat to them, away fans who have travelled here this evening rather, to watch their beloved Bluebirds at Vicarage Road. One of them is alongside me, I'm delighted to say, joined by this evening on commentary by Cardiff City superfan, musician, and just let me know, once a proud mascot of Cardiff City back in 1983, James Fox.
1983, Ash, that's not possible, is it?
Unfortunately, it's before I was born.
Yeah, Charlton at home, that was, yeah. Wow. Yeah, many moons ago, but good to be here. This is a home game for me. I'm only living in London, so it's not far. So
short hop, and Charlton, one of those fixtures we'll be hoping to avoid next season by staying in the Championship. You can hear Z-Cars on the tannoy system around us as the two teams come out, led out by captains Daniel Bachman and for Cardiff City, Joe Rolls. Cardiff undone by second half mistakes on the weekend away at Sheffield United. They put in a really fine 45-minute display. All went to pieces a little at the end. Could have been so different. Connor Wickham hitting the crossbar midway through that second half before the late decline. Cardiff looking to put that right this evening, and Sabri Lamouchi has made changes in order to facilitate them. Some of them are enforced, and he alluded to as such yesterday. No Jaden Philogene, unfortunately, not fit to go this evening. No Jack Simpson, we suspected that when he was taken off at half-time and re-emerged with a shoulder brace on. So there are changes to the starting lineup. The back four remains. It is going to be a back three. So what I mean is the goalkeeper and the three centre-halves remain as is. Ryan Alsop in goals, a back three of Perry and G, Mark McGuinness and Cedric Keepe. The two wing-backs have changed. Marlon Romeo lines up on the right. Callum O'Dowda back into the team in his natural position on the left. The midfield three is Ryan Wintle in the holding position, flanked by captain Joe Rolls and Andy Rinomota. And the strike pairing are Keon Etete and Sori Kaba, as they were at Bramall Lane. The bench for Cardiff, Jack Annick, the goalkeeping option, is a very attack-minded bench from there on in. Tom Sang, Shea Ojo, Romain Sawyers, and then the attacking trio of Mark Harris, Connor Wickham and Isaac Davis, all in reserve. For 12th place Watford, they sit 4 points outside the playoff places at kick-off. They've made changes as well. Daniel Bachman, Austrian goalkeeper, back in the side. The back four is young 18-year-old Ryan Andrews at right back, and his third consecutive start in the Hornets side. Hassan Kamara at left back, Ryan Porteous and Wesley Hoot together at centre back. It's a midfield three of Hamza Chowdhury, Imran Louza and Ishmael Corner. And what you deduce from that is the former Bluebird Leandro Bacuna has dropped to the bench. And the front three are Ismail Assar on the right, João Pedro, who wears the captain's armband, on the left, and Keenan Davis through the middle. Chris Wilder is the manager. He's clinging on for dear life, but aren't all managers at this place. He said still plenty to play for both sides, more so Cardiff City. I'm obviously going to say that. We are seconds away from kick-off.